welcome to today's video. So solo female van life. I'm not really sure how long I'm going to be gone in the van. I have a free week pretty much this week, and Jamie's working, so I thought I'd go and give it a shot by myself. I have here my trusty companion. Don't know if you can see her, Mildred. There she is. She's a little bit spooked because it is very, very windy here. So I am at a place called Pim's Chair. I will link it in the description below on Park for the Night. That's how I found it on Park for the Night. Very, very quiet. Other than it being extremely windy tonight, which I think it's windy everywhere in the UK today. There is one other van here. I've got a beer open. This is an alcohol-free Belgian wheat beer. I don't really like to drink. I don't like drinking anyway much, but you know, when you never know if you might have to move like the van or anything. So I think it's just safe to, you know, be safe and play it safe and have an alcohol-free beer. I'm gonna watch a film, and yeah, I will report back in the morning on how our night went. Good morning. That was a windy night. It rained as well, which I didn't mind the rain. The rain was quite nice. So if I try and turn the camera around, it's absolutely, you can see for absolute miles. The van next to me left. I have no idea when they left. I must have been really deep asleep when they left. There is another van further up, a little VW caddy. He looked very alarmed when I got out of my van wearing my hoodie. Now I am going to make a brew, have some breakfast, try and get Mildred to eat her biscuits even though she's going to protest because she wants something better. And I'll check in with you when we're ready to go out for our walk. Right, so it's just after 10:30. I thought I'd give you a bit of an update. So spent like the last hour and a half, 2 hours, having a leisurely morning. The thing with van life is it is slow, so anything that you do at home that takes you like 2 minutes will take you double if not longer. I'm almost ready. I'm just going to make myself a packed lunch, and then me and Mildred, who is very patiently waiting here, is such a good girl, we are going to go off for a walk. I will link in the description below the walk that we do. So I'm at a place called Pim's Chair, and there is a walk on all trails that probably 10k, so I don't know if we're going to do all of that. It is a circular walk though, so that's why I kind of planned that one. If you want to know why I have availability this week, or this free week, to do so much travel by myself, it's not because I've booked any holidays or anything. Technically at the minute I am unemployed. I say technically, I do start a job next week, or should be. I'm just waiting for all the contracts and everything to come through. But that's been a whole journey in and of itself, part of which the van has been part of that journey. So if you want to know about, I quit my job. If you want a separate video on that, about, you know, why I quit, what I've done, etc, etc, then let me know and I will film a separate video about that. But yeah, the van is organised chaos at the minute, so I'm just going to make my packed lunch, get my boots on, get my coat on, and then we are off out. Welcome to van life, where if you don't properly clean off the first service that you were using before you move on to the next, you end up creating a mess. So Mildred is currently trying to clean up all of the mess that I have made. Just going to sit down and have a bit of lunch, because it just seems like an opportune moment. For the eagle-eyed of you, you'll have noticed that this is not Eva, this is not our dog. So this is Mildred. Say hi, Mildred, can you see? So Mildred is my mum's dog. When I suggested that I was going to do this trip, I wanted to take Eva, our dog, but Jamie was like, you can't take Eva, what am I going to do without a dog? So I then rang my mum up and said, please can I borrow one of your dogs? And here we have Mildred. So a very tired update. I'm about maybe 7.5 kilometres into my 10k walk. All was going great. And then I accidentally closed the Old Trails app, and I did it in an area where I had no signal. So I got off path. So now I'm in the middle of a farmer's field. I'm just about to go into some woods, but using my B in GCSE geography, I think Mr Muscroft will be proud. I'm using the river on my right hand side to get back to where I need to be, because I've had the river on my left hand side the entire way out, so by rights the river should be on my right on the way back. Now, let me see if I can turn the camera around. No, I can't, I'll just do it this way. I need to get down here. It doesn't look that steep on camera, but trust me it is, because I need to be over here somewhere. So I'm Bear Grylls in it, wish me luck. I've made it to the other side, still not on the path, but these woods are incredible, so nice. So the detour ended up adding 30 minutes to my walk. It was really stupid of me. What I should have done is retrace my steps back to the reservoir and then walk up the main road from there. It would have been less scenic, but much safer. I was scaling up near vertical surfaces just to try and get back on the path. Mildred was fine. Mildred is like a little goat, but for me it was absolutely exhausting. By the time I got to this little chapel, which was in the middle of nowhere, I was absolutely exhausted. I was so happy to see the van. I am back in the van, so I set off the walk at 5 to 11 and I got back at 2:15. I am beyond tired. I didn't sleep great anyway, so I'm beyond tired. I'm pretty sure I've killed the dog off because she's just collapsed like on the floor. She can't even be bothered having a lunch. Into Buxton, I've seen on Park for Night that there's some kind of showers and you can fill up your water bottles at the Free Springs thing. So here we are in Buxton. It's such a beautiful place. I've only been once as a child on a school trip. We parked at the park and walked through to go and top up all of our water bottles at the Free Spring. We didn't really do a great deal while we were here because we were both so tired after our walk. Hello, so you join me now from Buxton Leisure Centre car park. I've just been for a free hot shower. You literally just walk into the leisure centre and the showers are immediately to your right hand side. There are no barriers or anything like that. They're completely free to use. Thanks Park for Night for that shower. Keeping it pretty simple, just move my juice out of the way. We have a spicy arrabbiata sauce from Asda. Some, God knows what that's got on it, but some fresh egg tagliatelle, and some spicy chorizo. So, park up last night. I parked in the leisure centre. There is 3 spaces where you can park in the leisure centre. There's like immediately as you drive in, which has also got the disabled bays, and that bit, as you can hear, the traffic's picking up now, like people going to work. The bit that is immediately driving does get quite busy. And then immediately next to the entrance where you drive in is a 2-level parking space. I chose to go up on the top. Both of them have a 2.3 metre restriction, whereas the one as immediately driving has no restrictions. It was good, it was level, it was quiet after a certain time. About 10 o'clock I was sat in bed and I was just watching TV, but I had my noise cancelling headphones on as I was watching, and then I noticed like the van was kind of rocking slightly, and I was like, oh, what's this about? So took my headphones off, just peeked out the window, and there were some boy racers just going round and round and round, because obviously it was free parking 6 p.m. till 8 a.m. So I was like, oh, is this going to be the space for me? but after about 10:30 they left. Didn't hear a single noise until I'm not sure what time it was, but before I woke up at 7, there was a bird tap dancing on the roof. That woke me up a little bit, but other than that it was fine. When I did wake up, I could actually hear behind me the road noise of people going to work, but that didn't bother me at all when I was asleep. So because the free parking there ends at 8 AM, I decided to drive literally around the corner. It's about 400 feet, if that, and park on the next to the park. You can kind of see the park through the window behind me. Lovely quiet spot. You can hear the ducks, people jogging and things like that. Mildred's quite happy because that means that she gets to spy on things. So yeah, you can also park here overnight, but it's really not level. Waiting for my brew, waiting for the water to boil now. Today's plan, I need to be back in Leeds by 4 o'clock as I'm meeting a friend after she's finished work for a walk that has been much rescheduled, so it needs to happen today. I'm going to get ready, have a very lazy morning. We're going to walk from here to Pools Cavern, walk up to, I think it's Solomon's Folly or something like that. It's a viewpoint. Walk up to that, walk back down. If I've got enough time, I will also go into town maybe and have some cake or something like that, cake, coffee, and then make my way back to Leeds. My water is almost boiled, so I'm going to go now and I will check in a bit. Here we are at Buxton Country Park, which was a short 15-minute walk from the Pavilion Gardens where I'd parked. As you can see, there was ample car parking, but I wouldn't bother with that. There is tons of on-street parking in the area. Not gonna lie, I just shot myself thinking that was a real person. Why would you do that to someone in the woods? I'm sure he's got some significance, but why? Hello, you find me back at home. So after I'd finished in Buxton, I drove back to Leeds and, back Leeds via my mum's house to drop Mildred off. And then I met with my friend Vicky, and I haven't seen her in months, so it was really lovely to see her. We had a nice walk, and I didn't film any of that. It's just, me and her chatting absolute crap to each other. And when I'd done that, I decided to come home because it's literally around the corner from my house where we went. And then Jamie was like, well, what are you thinking of doing? And I was like, well, Storm Agnes is coming. I don't know how bad that's going to be. Is it a good idea to be in the van or not? Also, our dog, Eva, who is laid here asleep, she hasn't been very well in my absence. I think, she's got some kind of dog sickness bug. Excellent. So I didn't really want to leave her, and Jamie's at work, so it made sense for me to be at home. I also had some boring contract paperworky things to do for my new job that I'm starting hopefully next week. So here I am. I do plan more adventures in the near future. Jamie will be on some, but I do plan on getting out and doing more solo things. I really do enjoy it. Me and Jamie aren't the sort of couple where we have to be in each other's pockets 24/7. We do enjoy our own space and time away from each other. So if you've got any recommendations of anywhere you think would be a good place, I'm always open to suggestions. Just drop a comment and I will check it out. So thank you very much for watching. It still absolutely blows my mind that we have actual people that subscribe to our channel and watch our videos. I am trying to petition Jamie to change our name to The Holiday in Holroyds. That's his last name. Won't marry me, that's not my last name, but I think it sounds better. So let me know what you think about that as well, and peace out. Bye.